Jack Doherty has built a reputation as one of the most disliked Twitch streamers out there, and it's no surprise people are fed up. Whether it's harassing elderly people, crashing his McLaren in an accident that left his friend hospitalized, or exploiting women to expand his OnlyFans empire, Jack's behavior has gone too far too many times. That's when Kai Cenat, the biggest Twitch streamer in the world, stepped in to give Jack the reality check he'd been avoiding for far too long.
Oh my God! The Doherty Jack with the motherfucking 100 gifted.
Nigga, is that Jack Doherty? Wait, is that him for real?
Wait, hold on. Jack Doherty, that's you. Get another 100.
I'm not the method. Are you kidding me?
Jack Doherty, that's you. Take another 100.
Nah, it's not him.
You almost had us.
Doherty Jack, you almost had us though.
They're saying to do it, so fuck it. I'm gifting Kai another 100 subs.
Whoa.
Is that Doherty Jack?
If he asks for another 100, I'm gonna.
If you want to pull up to the stream,
Get another 100.
Nah, I'm not the method, dog. He's finessing 2 bands out of me after that. Should I do it? Another $600.
oh, he's another 100. He gets another 100.
That's him. That's Jack. That's him, Jack.
If all that money is really his, and he think that me and him will be a good collab,
Send another 100.
Get another 100.
so I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't gonna live with Jack. We just finessed him out of 300, chat.
The chat erupted with cheers as Kai Cenat swiftly shut down any chance of collaborating with Jack Doherty. For Kai, this wasn't about making a quick buck. It was about sending a powerful message. The streaming community had watched Jack's behavior spiral out of control over the past year, and Kai made it clear he wasn't about to associate his brand with someone whose reputation was in shambles. What made this moment even more impactful was the way it played out so publicly. In front of thousands of live viewers, Kai delivered a clear verdict on how the creator community saw Jack. But beyond the rejection, he demonstrated just how much Jack's constant craving for attention could cost him, financially and socially. That hunger for the spotlight was like blood in the water, and the sharks were already circling.
One more? Why are you guys insane like that? You dirty little.
It's a gamble. It's almost like roulette.
It's not even for that. It's just funny. Like, dude, the amount of views that come here once I donate a couple 100 subs is emotion. Yeah, dude, get boss and deal to give me another band, and then I'm gonna get to the Kai, and then we're up. Cool. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
Jack's reaction to the situation was nothing short of childish. He threw away thousands of dollars and tried to spin it as if gifting subs to boost his viewer count was all part of a genius plan. Sure, there was a slight bump in numbers, but it hardly justified the expense. Still, Jack acted like he'd pulled off some kind of masterstroke. And funny enough, this wasn't the first time Jack got completely finessed. Remember the time he paid big-name rappers like PoloG and Lil Baby to perform at his birthday parties? Yeah, those were events they clearly didn't want to be at. Let's start with Lil Baby. He wasn't cheap, far from it. The chart-topping rapper turned what should have been a simple birthday appearance into one of the most lucrative gigs of the year. From the moment Lil Baby stepped into Jack's party, his body language made it obvious. This was strictly business for him. The price tag? A jaw-dropping $100,000 up front just to lock it in, plus another $100,000 delivered in a Louis Vuitton bag during the event. And what did Jack get in return? A performance that didn't even last an hour. Lil Baby's attitude said it all. This was just another payday. Meanwhile, Jack was enthusiastically handing over stacks of cash, the kind of money that could cover several years of the average person's salary. The moment the performance was over, Lil Baby grabbed the bag and left without looking back, all before the party even hit its stride. But if Jack thought that was just how things worked in the music industry, PoloG was about to show him how it could get even worse.
Yo, you want the mic? You want it?
PoloG clearly didn't want to be there. Jack dropped a staggering $200,000 just to have him show up. And what did he get in return? A guest of honor who completely ignored him and casually wandered around the venue like it was the last place he wanted to be. Talk about embarrassing, but this wasn't just awkward, it was eye-opening. It showed exactly how people view Jack, a corny rich kid desperately trying to buy validation. And as bad as it already was, the PoloG situation got even worse. In typical Jack fashion, he decided to crack a joke about Lil Durk, right in front of Polo. The reaction? Let's just say Polo wasn't laughing. Jack's attempt at humor fell flat, making an already uncomfortable moment even more unbearable. It was painfully obvious that Jack's efforts to win approval were only digging him into a deeper hole.
Lil Durk, yo, PoloG, what do you think about Lil Durk right now? How did this guy, Lil Durk, get here, bro? They let him out for the party. Yo, what is happening? Yo, federal W Lil Durk.
PoloG's performance barely lasted 10 minutes, but what followed turned the night into one of the most cringe-worthy moments in influencer party history. Jack, in a desperate attempt to keep the energy alive, handed PoloG the mic, hoping to squeeze out a bit more entertainment. But Polo wasn't having it. He simply walked away, making his disinterest loud and clear. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, Jack tried to recover by cracking an off-color joke about Lil Durk. Big mistake. The vibe in the room shifted instantly. Dead silence. PoloG's expression said it all. He was done. For the rest of his time at the party, Polo ignored Jack entirely, choosing instead to interact with fans while Jack awkwardly hovered in the background. The fallout from the night was swift and brutal. Clips of both performances spread rapidly on social media, turning Jack into the subject of widespread ridicule. Jack, desperate to regain control of the narrative, only made things messier. On one hand, he denied spending outrageous amounts of money on the rappers. On the other, he bragged about getting sponsors to fund his extravagant party. The most damning revelation, however, came from someone in PoloG's camp. A casual, off-camera exchange exposed a common industry trick, inflating performance fees to make the events seem more exclusive. While the actual costs were lower than reported, Jack still burned through jaw-dropping amounts of cash.
Oh, Michael. Are you okay?
Oh my god, just look at this guy. Being on his phone while driving didn't just put himself in danger, it put his cameraman's life at risk too. Sure, the crash was bad, but what's up with how his face ended up looking like that? Maybe it's karma for constantly pulling reckless stunts. Okay, that's a bit harsh. He's probably not a bad guy deep down. But then his girlfriend showed up at the scene, and things went from bad to full-on cringe. The whole situation turned into a dramatic mess, with emotions running high and awkward interactions everywhere. It was like watching a live soap opera, the kind you can't help but watch, even if you're cringing the whole time. And here's the thing, this isn't Jack's first brush with reckless driving. Remember when he crashed a golf cart with his girlfriend inside, leaving her seriously hurt? Or that time he flipped a buggy in his backyard, just for the fun of it? Honestly, who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to let this guy anywhere near a McLaren? At this point, it feels like every time Jack gets behind the wheel, disaster is inevitable.
Yo, oh, McKinley, you okay? No! McKinley, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, McKinley. Oh, McKinley. No. Ah! Bro, I didn't know these things flip.
So yeah, it's pretty clear that Jack Doherty is just an irresponsible kid with way too much money and not enough sense. Honestly, at this rate, he's headed straight for broke. I mean, $200,000 for PoloG, another $200,000 for Lil Baby, $200,000 for his wrecked McLaren, and who knows how much more wasted on these over-the-top stunts. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck. You can't look away, but you already know how it's going to end. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.